Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's episode 49. This is the Ringside Beer Show. It's your boy Jay Smooth, and I'm welcoming everybody, and I'm here with the fellas.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Dude, we are back. 1 week off. It feels like a lifetime, to be honest.
Yeah, get a little rusty after a week off.
I know. If you haven't checked out our last episode 48, with our special guest, James Yoroste. There we go. Great episode, guys. Check that one out. We also have Hector in the building, eating some Sour Patch Kids.
What's good?
What's good, fam?
Sorry. These are clapping right now.
Dude, we were just talking off air of like, hey, man, I haven't seen you in like months, and Hector's like, no, it's literally been a week, and I'm like, bro, like, come on, man, like, I miss you guys. I miss talking on the podcast.
That's the difference. I don't miss a lot of people, so
Dang.
That's probably why.
And that's the last time we saw Hector on the podcast.
Right?
Bye, guys.
Well, I miss our fans. That's for sure.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, man.
No, that's true.
I know. How's mom?
She's good. She's
Yeah.
happy.
That's good.
I'm hoping. I don't know.
All right.
I guess I don't know.
Sour Patches
Oh.
is bussin'.
Yeah, exactly.
Bussin'. We had I went on vacation, had a little camping trip. Told you guys off air how it went. It was cool. It was cool.
Had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Fantastic.
Took my parents out to Teppanyaki. Those like the
Oh, really? Like kind of.
Yeah.
What's it called? The other Benihana, huh?
Benihana.
Okay.
Took them out on Saturday. I fit the bill. That's a big bill.
Yeah, it's a big
Oh
one.
yeah.
There was 8 of us, and
You
that
felt
was,
like a boss. Be like, hey,
yeah.
don't even worry about it.
I got money from work. They paid us our shares for
Mhm.
working at the place that I work at, and they gave me a lot of money. Well,
Yeah.
at least to me, because I've never seen that much money ever.
Yeah.
All at once, at least. Because
Yeah,
usually at
this-
at tax season I see it, but
This
then
boy had to call ahead on his credit card to make sure it was gonna
yeah.
go through.
No, so it got returned because the bank didn't recognize that much money ever.
Sir,
I'm
this
like,
is an
They're like,
unusual
it's
hold
like,
on,
we have to
Hector,
return this check back.
Bro, Hector, we cannot approve this. You've never seen this amount on your bank account.
This
Yeah.
is gonna require
So
a second
I had
form of
a-
ID.
I had to call my bosses and be like, yeah, I got the check returned. Can I get that back now? They're like, oh, yeah, don't worry. It's happening to pretty much everybody here. I was like, all right, cool. So I woke up the next day and I look at my account. I was like, oh, all right, that's cool. 1,600. That's dope. That's what I had. And then I woke up again. I was like, wait, no, that wasn't. There was an extra comma and extra zeros. I was like, holy.
Yeah.
I was like,
You got paid pretty
Jesus.
well, my dude. I
I
wasn't
did.
gonna out how much you made, but I was like, damn, you pretty much told everybody.
I don't care.
On air.
I don't care.
It's
I was like-
official.
at that point, I was like, whatever, I don't care.
That was good, man. That's good. I remember you were talking about getting like a camera or something. Were you still doing that?
Yeah, I got a new electric rig,
what do you call those? Yeah, the rigs.
stabilizer.
Yeah.
I got a brand new one, electric, all that jazz,
Oh shit.
and I might get a new lens too. So
And then you've been planning for your wedding coming up, right?
Yes, sir. My goodness, we're less than 70 days, less than 60 days, something like that. So it's literally right around the corner. Just finishing up the last little bits.
Yeah, I feel like because me and Sam we've been talking is like all our best friends are like, you got the wedding coming up, then you got the other best friend that just had the baby. I was like, yo, everyone's doing stuff. I'm like,
It's an eventful year.
It is.
Life is meant to be lived. You know
dude,
what I'm saying?
life was paused for a year, and everyone just said, all right, everything's gonna happen. We don't know what's, you know.
Yeah, it's called a full send, boys.
I don't have any of that, but yeah, congratulations to
Oh,
everybody.
thanks.
Yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
got some money, so.
I know.
Just as good.
Hey, that's just as good, man.
It'd be nice to spend it with somebody though. But, you know,
Oh, you can
You got the
you can
boys.
spend it on some love. You can spend it on some love over there.
Yeah, you can find some love.
it took me a minute to figure out what you're talking about.
Where's the Bow Chicka Wow song right here? Was it this one? Oh no.
Yeah,
I don't think we have
Oh,
the
that's
no.
me. That's me too.
That's the Hector love life right
That's
there.
me to a T.
I'm just kidding, man. I missed you guys so much, man. But let's get into some current events. Let's not keep our fans waiting much longer.
Let's get into some fight news before a fight breaks out here.
I know, right? All right, what do we got first? We have Canelo and Caleb Plant. They're finalizing the contracts to for the fight until September 18th.
This is a fight that has meant to be. You know,
Yeah.
we've
Yes.
been talking into existence, and now it's coming to fruition.
Finally.
And we all know who's gonna win. But anyways,
Yeah. So it says Mike Copering.
I'll take it.
Oh, man, you got to help me.
Coppinger.
All right. A draft contract has been presented to Canelo Alvarez for September 18th fight versus Caleb Plant, a PBC on Fox pay-per-view, as both sides continue to choose on a deal. Details still in the process of being finalized for undisputed 168-pound championship.
That's awesome, man. Canelo's going to continue to just keep trending upwards and take them belts and continue to avoid
You think
G.
Caleb Plant might have a good chance?
I think he might have. He won't have a chance, but he'll give him a good. He'll give him a good fight.
He's next in line. I guess that would be the
Bro,
only
yeah,
verbiage
he
I
is
could
next
use.
in
The
line.
level of disrespect to Caleb Plant, man.
I'm not disrespecting. Here,
All
I'm
right.
not disrespecting Caleb Plant.
He just
The
has to
thing
win
is
by
that
knockout.
Canelo has been on a tear since he lost to Floyd Mayweather. He hasn't lost a fight in 8 years. He's been on a tear of everybody.
Has it been 8 years
It's
since
been
the
8
4
years.
minute? Wow.
It's been 8 years. Close to 8. I think it was like 7.5 when I last checked.
I want to piggyback on that as well. It seems like we all are seeming to forget who runs the sport right now. So if it goes to any type of like decision, all 12 rounds, we already know what's the deal. Secondly, it seems like in order to beat Canelo, you're gonna have to knock him out. You're not gonna beat him by outstriking him and such. You know, you have to knock him out. So with a limited option like that, my options is gonna always turn towards Canelo.
Yeah.
You know? Plus, it's safe money.
No, it more than likely is, since, you know, boxing usually decides the winner, usually before the fight starts.
Yeah, we've had some issues
Hey,
with judges
hey,
in boxing
don't even
and in MMA.
Hey, I know
especially this
we're the
weekend.
MMA guys over here, so
Yeah.
I'm like, boxing does this, man.
That's
saying.
for the people that don't understand boxing. People that understand boxing think that the winner's already pre-predicted before the fight even begins.
Mm-hmm. That could have been a meme
Where's
right
the
there.
boo right there?
You could have got those glasses and just a little thug life all across your little moment, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
With the Coolio song playing in
Coolio
the
song.
background.
You could probably put that in post.
I know, right? Let's do that. Boop. All right, next up, what do we have?
Crawford Porter title fight ordered by the WBO.
Yes, finally.
The WBO has ordered a bout between Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter for Bud's welterweight title. If no deal is reached within 30 days, purse bid will be ordered with 60% going to Crawford. Bro, 60%? Oh my God, bro.
Bro,
That's a
I am
lot.
just pumped for
That's
this
crazy.
one. Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. Sean Porter is always a fan favorite for his fights. Like, he's from the beginning of the rounds to the end of the rounds, he maintains the same pace.
He scraps all day, bro.
Dude, this
all
one,
day.
this one's gonna be a fun fight. This one is like you call off of work and you stay home and watch this one.
Yeah, no, straight up.
That's
All
true.
right, what do we got next, man? Oh, some Oscar de la Hoya news for our Oscar de la Hoya fans. You know, for the Ringside Beer Show now.
Yeah.
And we have to be now.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna be
No,
the
you
boxing
have
guy. You're gonna be,
options.
yeah.
You're allowed to have an opinion. But yes, no, we are definitely fans now.
So this was the Triller Fight Club Legends 2. This is what they're naming it. The most anticipated fight of the decade. Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy versus Vitor Belfort. And the press conference will take place tomorrow. I believe Pacific time. It would be right around noon, one time?
It's usually
Like
around
one-
noon.
Sweet.
Right around noon?
Got the day off,
So
so I
I
can't wait
heard-
to watch that.
So I heard that this fight is going to be an actual sanctioned fight now.
It's no
12
longer
rounds.
exhibition.
It goes
It's-
against their record.
So
Yeah.
it's an official bout.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it should be a good one for the Hoya. We kind of spoke on it on the last episode, but it's a pretty favorable fight for De La Hoya to win.
I hope so.
It should be.
'Cause I was watching him train. He's posting videos of him training constantly right now.
Now,
And he was posting videos of him training. There's this one specific one where he's like, he's like doing the dodge one. Where he's
where he's like the things going.
yeah. And he has so he's going, but his eyes are like big. They're like huge. He's like that. I'm like, he's either worried or he's very tired because he commented as like, I don't know what I got myself into boxing Vitor Belfort.
Really?
So I was like,
I think it's
don't
all part of the game. I think, we've spoken on this prior, but a lot of the time, some of this, training video that people post is kind of suspect. And we're like, that's how you look? You're training like that? Especially with the Paul brothers, they look horrible in training, right? But then when you come out and you see them like, oh, you can throw a solid punch.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the game plan in regards to maybe even De La Hoya. I think he's putting out maybe not the best footage, but, something to make him look average or make him look human. And then when he comes out and he looks better than that,
Oh, dude, he's
the
gonna
bar was set low, and
he's gonna Vitor Belfort.
I mean, how old is he? 40? 30 something?
No, I mean, De La Hoya is what, 55? So I would say Vitor Belfort is probably.
He's not.
He's not
46, 50.
No, he should be in early 50s.
No way.
Well, you can look it up, man. You're the computer guy.
Yeah, we're going to put you to work. I mean, either which way, if we're strictly going off, fundamentals. I mean, De La Hoya is going to have the overall,
upper hand.
Yeah, the upper hand. He's going to have the overall, advantage there for sure.
Yeah, what age is he?
I don't have service at your house.
So Vitor Belfort.
I know, but I don't have service here. This area sucks for service.
Dang, you must not have AT&T then.
Garbage.
So
Oof, I got AT&T in my pocket. Sure feel it too, boy.
all right, so we got Vitor
This is garbage.
Belfort age. All right, you guys can talk it up while this thing goes through.
Oh,
Oh, he is 44
Told
years
you,
old.
he's not
Boom.
over 45. I knew
I
it.
would have.
He's
Oscar De La Hoya is 48.
Oh,
So he's
damn.
not 50.
Really?
I'm literally watching it right now.
Shit, he looks 55.
Life treats people hard a little bit sometimes, and
Apparently.
especially with the type of lifestyle that both these guys are living.
Yeah.
Your body's taking a beat.
I mean, I would
constantly.
figure when you get money, you look way healthier, though.
Depends on the sport, bro.
Yeah.
And plus, look at LeBron
in
James.
general.
LeBron James is aging for sure.
Well,
I'm saying
both
he got a
fighters.
billy.
Yeah, but he's still playing MVP style, though.
Well, he got a billion. He got $1 billion, bro.
Shoo! Yes, he did.
Yeah, he got $1 billion, and my boy's still aging. I mean, the hair coming
Yeah,
back.
but he pays.
The hair's coming back out of nowhere. I don't know.
How did this become the basketball podcast over here?
Oh, we're just
Uh,
referring
no,
to
no,
everything.
no, no, I'm
Older
trying to-
gentlemen.
no,
Let me
LeBron-
reel it
Le-
back to the MMA and boxing.
Hold on. LeBron James pays $1 million to get phicily fit every year, though.
And he
So does
still
Tom Brady.
ages, and he still looks old.
And those are the only guys that are winning
Even
championships.
Tom Brady
right
still looks like he's getting old. I don't care how much money
Anyways.
you got. Money can't stop.
We're just-
Father Time.
We'll skip over that one. We
we
wish Oscar De La Hoya the best, but
Yes, good
check
luck.
out this next current event. Now, this has been in talks. Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva for a boxing match. Now, these are the opening odds for this fight. Logan Paul is a minus 200 favorite versus Anderson Silva, who is a plus
that's
160.
absurd. That's
How?
absurd.
This is why I brought this
He's
up.
0-2.
This was the last current event that we had because I was like, this
That's
one's
absurd.
crazy how
He's
Logan
0-2.
Paul is the favorite.
0-2.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
0-2. How is he the favorite?
I'm asking you guys. I don't know.
Me? Oh, this is.
I mean,
I hate
Because
this.
even
I
Vegas
hate this
odds have
trend.
a price.
I hate this trend. Of
You hate
YouTube.
this trend?
I hate this YouTube trend that they think they can box. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
now-
no, it's just gotten to a
now
point where it's excessive for sure.
a plus 160, you can. Let's be real, man. You
Make
just
some
got paid.
stupid
You,
bread.
you
If
want
you- if
you want to
you-
double your money right now? Sure. You can.
Yeah, you go for Anderson Silva all day though. You know he's gonna win that fight.
Oh,
regardless.
you know, like kind of like when Ben Askren.
Unless
versus
it's gonna
Jake Paul.
be, there's gonna be like rules like he had with Floyd Mayweather.
No, this.
It's better
No,
be
it'd
like
be a real exhibition.
because we all
a
know
real match.
Floyd Mayweather put him to sleep.
Yeah.
He put him to sleep.
Anderson
Carried
Silva would.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like Anderson Silva would knock out Logan Paul in this fight.
Oh, for sure. This might be the one to finally do him in.
I hope
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
How is he the favorite? I don't know. And the fight is not official yet, but they're in talks to making it official.
We all know if there's
So.
if there's enough money to be made. That's why they put it out there, testing the water, seeing what the hype is.
Testing
If
the
people-
waters.
If
Shoot,
people are
you
going to
should-
be interested or not.
You know what? You should test it with some Ringside Beer. Just say it. Look at Hector. He already knows where it's going.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Ringside Beer than water any day.
All day.
Ringside Beer, since 2012, committed to bringing five fans quality lagers and ales. Ringside Beer is proud to offer fresh beer in both 16-ounce cans and on draft. Look for our flagship American-style lager, Irish-style red ale, or any of our other beers in your area. Shop at ringsidebeerstore.com for t-shirts, hats, and tap handles. Get in touch at ringsidebeer.com. Get in the ring. Be ringside. Ringside Beer.
Oh, that was awesome. Now, let's get into some fight recaps. These were the fights that happened over the weekend.
It's the meat of the
Now-
show, boy, and I hope y'all
Fight.
caught the pun.
Fight of the year, baby.
Well, hold on.
Hot Girl Summer started on Saturday.
No, it was
Friday.
Friday.
Friday. Started on Friday.
So we had two fights. One was on Friday, one was on Saturday. The Friday fight was the Bare Knuckle 19, headlined by Paige Van Zant and Rachel Ostovich.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be honest. I only saw the highlights on this one, so
Oh, you didn't see the fight?
no.
was
Oh
good.
my god!
But the highlights were fantastic.
I've never seen bare knuckle before up until that. The only
You
reason
never
I
seen
watched
bare
it was
knuckle?
because I mean, do we have to ask why I watched
mean,
it? But it was good. I liked it.
yeah,
Super competitive.
I like it better than the UFC, to be honest. It's just more
it's brutal.
It's
dude.
gritty.
It's
It's
a
gritty.
brutal
like
spot.
I had the what was that movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme? The
Bloodsport or
Bloodsport? No,
kickboxer?
Kickboxer. I had the music playing in the background in my head when I was watching them fight. I was like, yeah, get it.
Dude.
But that was a good fight, though. This was a good fight.
Yeah, I was watching. Well, I watched some of the highlights, and Rachel, because they already fought once before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this was technically the rematch,
rematch.
but it's not really because it's in a different sport.
Different sport.
But did you notice on like Rachel when she was pushing Paige back, how she almost had the trip, like almost like a takedown? And I was like, oh, Rachel, I was like, wrong sport.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, it worked. It literally kind of worked in her favor because it seemed like Paige was unable to. The overhand right by Rachel was there all night, man. She was
Yeah.
just walking
was.
into it, bro.
Yeah.
dude, she rocked Paige, and I'm just strictly talking off the highlight. I was like, damn, that was a vicious overhand right that Rachel landed on Paige, and
That was brutal.
I mean, I love how competitive Paige is. Like everyone was talking
She
about.
takes shots, bro.
Dude, she
Oh, yeah.
does.
She got a chin.
Dude, not only that,
Hands
she,
down.
I mean, she's a fighter's fighter. Do you see her post-fight photos? Obviously, she was flipping off, like, who cares? Like, you know.
Oh, yeah, she walked
swollen,
out when she lost.
bruised.
That was crazy.
No, she actually took a photo of with Rachel. Like I know the scene where she's like, oh, she was disappointed and she walked away. No, she still hung around the edge. Yeah,
okay.
her Paige and her husband took a picture with Rachel
Oh, okay.
after the fact, but it was like away from the camera.
Yeah.
They're real professional fighters. You know, they do
Yeah.
this, and they do it well.
Yeah.
You know, her and her husband, like they're high standard, high quality people. You know what I mean? Like they really hold themselves to a good high quality standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I understand why she was kind of like just walked away. Like, yeah, she's super competitive.
She went 0-2, man, and
And then I mean, her last 3 fights, she's 0-3. She lost her last one in the UFC, and that's
especially now coming to a new organization that
Yeah.
you know she's trying to prove a point that you know she's not just a pretty face, like she can get in there and knuckle up. And even in these 2 losses, she's still showing that she has a lot of talent and ability. The only thing is like you're still acclimating to a new sport, and they're throwing you in there with the best of the best that they have. So of course you're gonna struggle a little bit and you're gonna have a hard time. But she's gonna you know overcome and get through that adversity, and she's probably gonna be at the top eventually. You know they can still market her really well.
Yeah, the first fight Paige had was with Britt Hart.
Yep.
And she was on the undercard, and then she also pieced up the girl
Jenny Savage.
Ooh, man.
That was kind of unfair.
Yeah, I mean, I kept on thinking on Paige's first fight, like this is your introduction to the sport. You got someone that has done it before and doesn't have those butterflies of not knowing how it is to get punched in the face without no protection, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But now Rachel, like we can focus on Rachel. This is her first win, her debut. She got a win. Now she's a threat in that division, and she can go up and she has the potential to contend, which is awesome.
After one fight, he's a threat already?
Bro, Paige came in and went straight to the top.
Bare Knuckles only been around for 3 years.
Yeah. So there's not
And-
real like a hierarchy
Yeah.
or rankings.
No,
Makes sense then.
there's not
Makes
the talent pool is not that big. So they have. I mean, if didn't they have some TikToker or some YouTuber
Oh
get
my
his?
God.
book
Yeah,
on
let's
that?
not even.
They
give
had-
that
Okay, I
any
didn't wanna bring it
time
up,
My
of
but-
little
day.
brother told me, he's
but
like,
that's
he
what-
had
that's what
some YouTube guy in Blueface.
Yes.
I was
So.
like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty sad that type of YouTube stuff is now carrying over to an actual real platform.
Yeah.
But-
Tough, but
Yeah,
we
but-
understand they're still in the beginning stages. They need that money.
I saw that highlight, and that was pretty. I don't like the YouTube stuff going on, but these guys were actually boxing. These guys were throwing hands.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but-
like, but it's
You know,
street
the only
fighting.
thing that killed it at the end was the
Fan
rapper
jumping
guy.
in.
Yeah, the fan jumping in and the rapper dude like punching the fan.
Yeah, he
Like,
went
why you do
2-0 that
for?
night.
Like, bro, come on now.
Well, I mean, you're trying to take the shine, you know.
Well, even the owner of Bare Knuckle was, saying that, like, yeah, we had a fan come in here, so we had to take him out, and so we took him out.
Did you guys hear what happened?
That was like his words. Like, we literally took him out.
Did you guys hear what happened in the stands during all that?
Are you talking about Hector Lombard versus Tyron Woodley?
For sure am.
Oh my gosh! I don't even have it as a current event.
I was like, what?
No. So Hector Lombard left, a former UFC fighter, left there to go fight for Bare Knuckle.
Yeah.
I think he's a champ, right?
Currently, yes. I forgot who he actually
Wait,
fought.
is that the guy that called out George Masvidal too?
I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah. I remember telling you that too. Some guy in Bare Knuckle called out George Masvidal for
probably was. I mean, he's been like trying to make himself relevant right now for a while. I mean, he's just been everywhere.
Because apparently George Masvidal was at one of the BKFC events. He said hi to.
Well, he's always there because he lives in Florida, and they fight in Florida. Like their events are usually in Florida.
Oh, okay.
So back to what you're saying, Hector Lombard pretty much waved Tyron Woodley over. I was reading up on it. He's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you." So he's like, "All right." So Tyron Woodley came over, and I decided to talk to him. And they were arguing about their side piece, and what was it? A fight they were supposed to have, and they were arguing about a side piece.
Yeah, basically what happened was, Hector Lombard was having an affair, and the woman he was having an affair with got hurt, and Tyron Woodley was known for doing rapping. So Hector Lombard referred his side piece to Tyron Woodley to get wrapped up. I guess while Hector Lombard was on a trip with his wife and kids, being a part-time husband that he is, at the time, and I can only say this because I'm getting married, so it's cool for me to roast because, loyal dudes, what's the deal? But that dude over here, he's on a trip with his wife and his family, and Tyron Woodley's like trying to spit game, like, oh, look at you being left off to the side, and he's out with his family, and you over here with me, so what's up? And then he's trying to hook up with her, and I guess she wasn't with it, and Tyron Woodley had a wife and kids of his own, so it was just a dilemma of, trying to be Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, I would have been like, "What the hell are you talking about, my dude?"
Oh God.
Yeah, it was
a bit excessive, but they took it out on each other at the BKFC audience. They didn't into
fight
a little heated altercation, a little back and forth, and they set up the potential for Tyron Woodley to now enter BKFC and possibly fight.
Damn.
Sounds like after the Jake Paul fight.
Oh, of course, because he ain't missing that money.
That reminds me of another basketball reference, the Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes situation.
Oh my God!
Pretty much the same
and
thing.
Kanye even wrote a song about it.
He did. He did. That was a good one. You need to.
We'll show you the song.
Expand your sporting expertise.
I don't have time, dude. Bro,
I'll tell you about the story of Delonte West as well. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. This is why me and Hector need to have a separate basketball podcast.
I'm
Check
telling you,
coming soon, boys. Coming soon.
Didn't I tell you guys to have one?
That would be dope.
I've been telling you guys to have one. Anyways, dude, I don't even know what to add. I can't add to that. I feel like Hector Lombard just outed himself, and no one really knew about it. So it's kind of like,
yeah, it was a story that was like, one, it was a little bit aged, right? It was a bit dated, and then two, you are talking about your affair, brother. Like you just went all in, on
TV.
Once again, full sin, boys.
It's like you're outed yourself again, and more than likely your family or they already know, and now you gotta bring it up again.
They must be embarrassed right now for that.
Oh yeah, that's a horrible situation all around.
Yeah,
something I'll never have to deal with.
Sup with it? It is what it is. Though,
me too, but for other reasons.
Hector.
All right, let's keep up moving to the Saturday fight, which was headlined by T.J. Dillashaw.
TJ.
That's what I said, T.J. Dillashaw.
You said T-Day.
Okay, well, that's just my slurring or my...
Yeah, well, I was just correcting you nicely.
We're only 49
we had such a banger episode last one. Come on.
I was just...
T.J. Dillashaw versus Corey Sandhagen. Okay.
Dude, 1 week off.
I can't even have. We can't have 1 week off. You guys,
come on. It's like get a little rusty. I'm gonna start it off here. All right, boys. This fight right here was fascinating. We all were debating how T.J. Dillashaw was going to return. The question of is he really who he is, or did the EPO make him who he is? Where does he currently stand after being off 2 years? Is he rusty? That ring rust? Man, wow. It was definitely a fight. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't. So I didn't think any of the ring rust was there. I thought that he won 2 rounds. I thought Corey Sandhagen won the second and fourth, and TJ won the first and third. And going to that fifth, I thought it was tied. TJ, in my eyes, did enough to get that win. I know there was some controversy afterwards, Corey said that during his post-fight interview, he did a little Instagram saying that, if you voted for damage, I won. If you voted for control, you TJ won. So that's kind of how the fight went. Yes, Corey had the cuts, the heavier punches, but the TJ was controlling the majority of the fight.
Yeah, and it just really reverts back to, us talking about these boxing judges, and you never really know, right? Because it comes down to their decisions if it goes all the rounds. It's really hard to determine what's more important, damage or control, pushing the pace or actual significant strikes. Some people prefer one over the other. I am more of a damage guy. I mean, look at how Corey Sandhagen looked. As per se, look at TJ Dillashaw, even besides the cut. Now, TJ did get pieced up.
Now, I'll ask, because he had to pull out of the fight earlier because of that cut. So how much was it because of Corey landing a perfect knee and slicing that thing open, and how much was his cut didn't fully heal?
It has to be a combination of both. I don't think it could be one or the other. I think it has to be a combination of both. But the thing is this is all part of the risks that you take when you go into the fight. For example, we can't sit back and reflect on Conor McGregor and his little stress fractures and such, all this pictures that are coming out now, way later that he has an injury, how fitting, right? Yeah. The thing is that, yes, okay, you may have had that injury, but you still took the fight. So when you go in there, we don't have any obligations to be like, oh, he's a little bit hurt. This is going to, this should have a say in how we feel about the fight. No, absolutely not. You stepped in that ring, you're good to go, and just because you sliced open, Nick Diaz gets cut open early, and he still fights all the way to the fifth, Now,
that's what I was going to bring up, because you said you were going for Corey because of damage done, right?
Yes.
Now, is it damage because of that cut and it hit DJ's face is super bloody? Because other than that, he didn't really have another cut. I mean, it was just the one cut that got reopened, kind of like Nate Diaz.
It was just the one cut, but he also did look very bruised. I mean, Corey Sandhagen's face was not as lumpy and as touched. It didn't seem like it was as touched as per se. You look at TJ Dillashaw, you could tell he was through the ringer. It wasn't just a cut. It was a lot of poofiness, redness. I mean, you could tell he took a lot of damage. And if you sit back and watch the fight, the punches that did land, Corey Sandhagen was hitting way harder than TJ.
He was.
TJ was just landing those awkward strikes. He would rush and then wait and then boom, strike. And he would land those, but it wasn't those nasty, vicious, powerful strikes like Corey was.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But if you're a set, I know you are
super biased.
I feel like considering that was already cut, that was there, kind of like Nate Diaz, how that eyebrow is always going to get sliced open. I feel like now TJ has that injury, that one scar, that's probably going to be opening up for every other fight.
Yep. Well, that's cool, because, I mean, that, for me, that's just another way to take him out. Cody Garbrandt, you know what to do.
Well, anyway, I was going for TJ, so congratulations, TJ, on that win. Well, hard-earned, deserved, and everything. So,
running back with Corey.
I know. What do you think? Should he TJ Dillashaw get
a title shot?
Well, yes, or should he fight Aljamain Sterling, Peter Yan, or Cody Garbrandt and have the trilogy? And remember, dude, we're adding more trilogy fights to my fantasy trilogy event.
Seriously, bro. No, yeah. So I'm going to go with the trilogy. Of course, that's the fight to make. Cody's still at the top of the division. He carries a high number, and if he drops down to 25, he's immediately going to contend for the belt. I think that's the fight to make. There's a lot of hype and a lot of interest around that fight, and then you can kind of still protect TJ if, in fact, you don't want him to, get burnt out, and you still want to kind of ride that wave, right? Because if he's able to beat Cody and go for a title shot, that should be no problem, and he should be able to do it. But you don't want him to get injured or anything like that, so you don't just immediately throw him in a title shot. I think, especially with that cut that he's got, just have him fight Cody.
Oh, I would love that, dude. Run it back. That storyline sells itself, and it's a trilogy. I need to make that poster, that trilogy event poster, ASAP.
But that will, bro. Speak it to existence, dude.
All right, man. Well, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving forward to some fight announcements. These are fights that got announced over the week, and the first one we have is on August 19th. Kayla Harrison versus Jania Fabian.
I'll take it.
I think I'm saying it right.
Yes, sir. August 19th, 2021 for the PFL playoffs. Kayla Harrison is legit, bro. She's legit. She's undefeated. I think she's going to take over that whole playoffs, and she might hold the belt over there for a minute.
I think so, too. But the big fight, everyone's talking about it, is Clarissa Shields versus Kayla Harrison.
I love that Clarissa's going to still continue to get some experience in there, though. She needs to get those hands acclimated, get your, striking and your takedown and your everything, just ground and pound, just everything, the octagon feel. I
think for her, if she were to study more kickboxing, because I think she would understand the range more with Clarissa Shields. But yeah, she won her first MMA fight, and obviously she needs to work on more her takedowns and wrestling and her jiu-jitsu.
She should just take the Holly Holm route.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to throw out there. Thank you for that. Yeah, she can be another great one. I think Clarissa Shields be another great fighter, and I don't think it's going to be much longer before she's in the UFC. She has such a big name.
Yeah, it's not going to be much longer. The UFC, they know what they're doing. They're just allowing PFL to build up that brand, and once the iron is hot, boy, strike.
All right, let's keep it moving. What's the next one?
We got Jared Cannonier versus Kelvin Gastelum for a middleweight bout on August 21st.
UFC Fight Night.
Yes, sir. Free 99.
Can't complain on that one, man.
That one's going to be a cool little banger. It's always fun to watch Kelvin Gastelum, whether he's on a 5-fight losing streak or a 3-fight winning streak.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good fight for both of them.
Yes, sir.
Next up, we have on August 28th, Barbosa versus Quichazdes. Okay, why am I getting the hard ones over here?
Chikazde.
Chikazde, right?
Yeah,
for a featherweight bout. I think I'm saying it right. Now, if I'm mispronouncing it,
let us know in the comments.
Go ahead, go crazy.
Go ham. Yeah, we need that.
We need that, man.
I'd pick Edison Barbosa on that one for sure.
Yeah. Oh, fan favorite, yes.
Easy money, bro.
All right, what do we have next?
Curtis Blaze versus Rosenstruck. This is actually a pretty good little heavyweight bout. Both of these guys need this in order to stay at the top of the division. I don't really even want to get started on the heavyweights because that stuff pisses me off, especially with all the Stipe Miocic news going on. You heard about that?
Yeah, he wants a
out,
rematch,
he wants immediate rematch, or he wants out. And one championship, the CEO guy, he posted, he said, "Who should I sign?" And Stipe posted some emojis like this.
Oh, really? Well, good luck trying to get out of the UFC contract right there.
They might just let him go. They really might.
Maybe.
They're not. You see, Dana White is not a fan of Stipe Miocic. But nevertheless, these heavyweights both need to win in order to stay at the top.
Yeah, and that will be September 25th. Also on September 25th, the big fight. Boxing guy. All right, so we're enough for the boxing guy. Well, it's Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Thank you, guys. Usyk.
Yo, shout out to September 25th, because first of all, I don't know if you got the MMA news. I'm sure it's coming out too. You have it out there too?
Which one?
Brian Ortega and the...
Oh, I think we already touched on that one, though, too.
Yeah, well, that's on September 25th, which is your boy's wedding day.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
I was just going to say, I saw it, Anna was posting, like, oh, well, we're going to have the fights on that. On it.
We are. Yeah, no, we already have a projector and everything set up already. So it's just stay tuned, boys and girls. It's going to be a good time.
Dude, that's like what my brother's wedding. All the guys, it was a Triple G fight. I remember.
That was so fun, bro.
Everyone just posted up the laptop, got the speaker, and just hooked it up for everyone. It was just like, all right, guys, we got to watch it. The wedding's still going on.
Yep,
Like,
everybody's partying. We're all drinking, running to the bar real quick, getting some beers.
Get the shots.
That's funny. I mean, this fight wasn't the one I wanted to see, but
Well, the one we wanted to see was supposed to be this weekend, but that one got pushed to
I didn't
October.
want to see that one either. I wanted to see Joshua and what's his name?
Tyson Fury?
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to see. I didn't.
Oh,
want
I thought you wanted to see Wilder versus Tyson Fury.
No, I was all into Joshua and Fury, but then that got taken away.
Same.
So
Yeah.
I mean, but it is what it is. Joshua's going to that's easy money for Joshua. He's going to knock him out.
Yeah.
That boy is
Well,
not
hopefully.
within 5
rounds.
carry all the belts.
Hopefully.
Hopefully he knocks him out.
Hopefully. He
Well,
was supposed to.
This is the first fight he's fought since Anthony Ruiz. He hasn't fought since then.
The second one?
The second one, yeah, he hasn't
Oh,
fought since
wow.
then. So it's what, like 2 years now?
Yeah.
That's
So-
a minute.
All right. Ooh, and this one just got dropped today.
Boy.
This one got announced. Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington 2, November. UFC 268.
Oh, that's going to be good.
That one's going to be
This
fantastic.
is a fight that the
man.
fans
feel
been
like,
fiending for, boy.
I feel like we should do a fight companion for that one.
We'll
throwing
do
out.
it. We'll do
I,
it.
Just
I
throwing
wish
it
I
out.
could, bro.
What?
Saturdays are no
Oh,
goes for
no,
me.
go for it. We'll do a fight companion.
All right,
We'll do that.
Cool.
Saturdays are
We'll get
no-go.
a special guest. We'll get someone in here and we'll do like a little thing.
Yeah, they can borrow my seat for a day.
Yeah. Well, usually that's Hector's or
That's
you're out.
usually
Yeah.
me. But I'm going to stay here because I hate that chair.
What? Oh, you
'Cause
don't like the spotlight?
I don't
huh?
like this. No, not that. I
It's
just
hard,
I hate.
bro. It's hard when you
I
got the
hate
king
having-
crown right here. You know what I'm saying?
No, trust me. That king crown fits perfectly on my head, even better than you. I just don't like having a
It's
chair like
universal.
this every freaking time I have to go talk to you. I was just like, this is
Oh, you don't like the neck?
better. Yeah.
Or like this?
I'm just naturally that way.
I know.
I'm
All
all
right,
that.
what do we got? Oh, and then all right, so that will wrap up fight announcements.
Yes.
Then we're going to the fights that are happening this weekend. We have one. It's UFC Fight Night, so it's going to be on ESPN Plus.
Yep.
This is Uriah Hall versus Strickland.
Sean Strickland.
John
Yep.
Strickland for a middleweight bout.
And this is the fight that Hog got because the other dude broke his leg like
Chris Weidman, yeah.
10 seconds into the fight, right?
Yep. That was Chris Weidman breaking his leg.
I remember that. He just
and,
planted his foot down and he
Uriah Hall
just
didn't. I don't even think he checked it.
he didn't even check it. He was just literally just standing there.
Yeah, that will be
That
this
was gruesome.
Saturday, July 31st, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the UFC is really pushing Sean Strickland right now. So if I'm picking him.
I don't know, man. It's hard to pick against Uriah Hall if he
It is hard.
snaps a dude's leg half a night and doesn't do anything, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, shoot. Until I see it happen again, that was a one-time thing.
Man, don't jinx stuff, man. Not until you see it again. Watch it. It's gonna be
I am,
another leg.
I am testing fate. My buddy once said, I was like, can it get any worse than this? He was like, why would you dare ask you?
I know.
that question?
Wait, tough fate, man.
Oh,
I got a cool little 5 on it if you want.
I'm down for the fiver.
All right. Let's get a nice little 5 on that. And with that being said, guys, we want you guys to enjoy the fights this weekend. Make sure and like, comment, subscribe to our channel on our videos. And we just want to thank you for all the support, really. We've noticed the numbers going up in our recent videos, and we just want to give you a big old thumbs up for that, guys.
We
all right?
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Motivates us to work harder
Appreciate
for
it.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And our next episode, stay tuned, because it will be our 50th episode of the Ringside Beer Show.
5-0.
So
5-0.
come and hang out with us, and we'll have some
Pizza.
beers and just
Oh, I'm
kicking
down
it.
for some beers.
All right, guys.
You know it.
All right, so shoot. Remember, be
Be
ringside. Bye-bye. Later.
Okay, Blues Clues.
Oh, what? Yo soy Dora. Bye, guys.